Well, here's a video I didn't think I'd be making so soon. Hello crows and non-crows alike, my name is Joe Mac, otherwise known as Support Crow, and today I've got some Fallout 5 news for you. Kinda old news, to be honest with you, it's been a minute, but something to touch on in case you aren't aware, and I mean, it's Fallout 5. I mean, it's not like you're gonna hear something new about it tomorrow anyway, so here you go. So several weeks ago, the producers of the TV adaptation Fallout kind of put their foot in their mouth. They jokingly stated that they worked with Todd Howard, and by doing so, they kind of know everything about Fallout 5 already. This of course prompted Todd Howard to kind of jump in and say, no. They know some stuff to make sure that the story isn't the same as Fallout 5, but that's just about it. I'm paraphrasing, but you get the idea. I'll put the link to the article down below. A very small tidbit about Fallout 5, but we can glean a few things out of this highlight. A couple of them are more speculative. Another couple are actually concrete, as small as they may be. Let's jump into the speculation first, because I love theory crafting. There is a chance, however small, that Fallout 5 is in a very clear, very early state of pre-production. So this would include the overall main narrative of the game. It would include some like mood art concepts for the narrative and some experimentation with new gameplay elements. Now these larger Bethesda games are not stagnant. They are always in a state of pre-production. Every iteration of these main franchises gives us a peek into the innovation of various gameplay mechanics, seeing how they evolve over time, in a manner of speaking. Now, we all like to joke about Bethesda kind of staying back on the times and whatnot, and limiting themselves based on their engine, but the truth is that they are consistently innovating what they have over time. For example, base building in Starfield did not start in Starfield. It was settlement building in Fallout 4, but guess what? Before we got settlement building in Fallout 4, we got homestead building in Skyrim. Another train in the speculation station is that Fallout 5 could be Todd Howard's last game with Bethesda. In a separate interview after the release of Starfield, Todd Howard basically questioned his own mortality and how much longer he has left in AAA gaming. We do know that he has his hands all over The Elder Scrolls 6, so it's kind of cool to know that he also has his hands in Fallout 5. I don't know what kind of future Bethesda games not led by Todd Howard would look like, but I'm happy to not have that answer for a while. You know, if you know me, I criticize Bethesda kind of liberally. Like, not on here necessarily. I keep this stuff off the channel. If you want a video that's all about criticism on Bethesda, there's plenty of that somewhere else that's in that kind of video. And I don't like that, making that kind of content. Now, if you catch me on social media, I might have a few other things to say, but I like to think that people are kind of safe from that here, at least in the video. But yeah, despite my criticism of Bethesda time to time, you can't disregard the contribution that Todd Howard has kind of given to those games, and to the RPG genre in general. Now, onto the things we do know because of this information. Or at the very least, extremely likely. I'll give like a 2% chance that we're wrong here. Number one, if there is a narrative to avoid, that means that there is a narrative being made, possibly even completed. And if you're making a Fallout game and you're writing the narrative, that means a location has been set. The setting for Fallout 5 has been decided upon and established. Where that setting is, who knows? We have no idea. Personally, I'd love to visit the West Coast again. It's been a while since New Vegas, and I think it'd be pretty cool to visit back there again. I think it'd be pretty cool to visit like a Fallout style Hollywood. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, it's basically nuclear Fallout over there anyway, so, you know, why not? And lastly, number two, Fallout 5 is being worked on. I know that seems kind of obvious, but to actually say that out loud, to actually be talking about it, to actually be making a video on this, that's awesome. You know, now that might seem kind of obvious if you're a long-time Bethesda fan, and it is, But for the people that are just Fallout fans, this means that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. A nuclear radioactive light. It's probably one of those glowing ghouls. The Fallout 4 DLC Nuka World was released 8 years ago. It was released in 2016. Since then, single-player Fallout fans have not had a dedicated single-player game for them. I mean, you've had Fallout 76, which is gaining popularity nowadays. We've had Fallout 76 kind of fill the void in the meantime, but to be honest with you, it's kind of like junk food. You know, for years we've been feasting on chips and Nuka-Cola, waiting in anticipation of the grand feast that is Fallout 5. And for Bethesda fans, we were kind of hoping that Starfield would live up to that and relieve some of that hunger. But for some people it did, and for some other people, including myself, it didn't. Now, all of this being said, we do know that the next step in line is the Elder Scrolls 6. But some years after that, and yeah, I'm saying years, the bright radioactive glow of Atom will be upon us once more. So just hang in there, everybody. Just one power armored step at a time. So yeah, it's good to hear about Fallout 5, even though it's some small news. However, what about you? Are you excited for Fallout 5? Are you happy to hear something of it? Are you looking forward to it whenever it comes out? Let me know down below. Until then though, be safe, be well, be kind. Bye-bye.